Have you ever promised yourself to change, and yet found yourself doing the very thing you swore you would stop? You wanted to break free from bad habits, but you went back. You wanted self-control and focus, but your impulses kept winning. In 2026, many people want to learn how to build self-control and be focused, but they are quietly asking the same question. Why is it so hard to control myself, even when I truly want to? The Buddha never taught that discipline comes from force. He taught that true self-control arises from understanding, awareness, and compassion for your own mind. This is not a video about punishing yourself for weakness. It is about gently awakening your inner strength. Because self-control is not about becoming rigid or cold, it is about becoming free. In the next moments, you will hear 10 powerful habits drawn from Buddhist wisdom, simple, peaceful, and practical ways to reclaim your focus, guide your energy, and live with clarity in 2026. Listen slowly. Let these words settle. This is not a lecture. This is a quiet conversation between your awareness and your potential. Let us begin. Habit 1. Learn to pause before you react. The first habit is simple, but it is not easy. Pause. Most people believe they lack self-control because they are weak, but Buddhism teaches something very different. We lose control not because we are weak, but because we are unconscious. We react before we even realize we are reacting. A message appears on your phone, you reach for it. A craving arises, you follow it. A distraction whispers, you obey. Not because you chose to, but because the mind moved faster than awareness. Self-control begins not with saying no, but with seeing clearly what is happening inside you. The Buddha called this sati, mindfulness, the ability to witness your thoughts, emotions, and impulses without immediately becoming them. Imagine a river rushing downhill. If you jump in without awareness, it carries you wherever it wants. But if you stand on the shore and observe, you suddenly gain choice. The pause is that shore. Before reacting, before speaking, before clicking, before indulging, pause. Just one breath. In that breath, you reclaim your power. Try this simple practice. Whenever you feel the urge to act automatically, say silently, I am aware of this impulse. Do not fight it. Do not judge it. Simply notice it. You may be surprised how often the urge loses its grip when it is seen clearly. Because impulses thrive in darkness, they weaken in the light of awareness. The pause also teaches patience with yourself. Instead of condemning your mind for wandering, you begin to gently guide it home. This is not about becoming rigid or controlling every desire. It is about becoming present enough to choose consciously. Over time, this single habit transforms everything. Your reactions soften. Your choices become wiser. Your focus deepens naturally. Self-control is not built through force, it is built through awareness, and awareness begins with a pause. Habit 2. Simplify your environment. The second habit may surprise you. Self-control is easier when your environment supports it. Many people blame themselves for lack of discipline while living in environments designed to distract them. Buddhism teaches that the mind is deeply shaped by what it repeatedly sees, hears, and touches. If your environment is chaotic, noisy, cluttered, your mind will reflect that chaos. You cannot expect a calm lake while constantly throwing stones into it. Simplifying your environment is not about minimalism as a trend. It is about creating outer stillness so inner stillness becomes possible. Look around you now. What is silently pulling your attention away from what matters? Notifications, unnecessary apps, visual clutter, endless tabs, unfinished tasks. Each one is quietly asking for a piece of your attention. And attention is your most precious resource. The Buddha taught that desire arises from contact. What you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. So if you wish to reduce temptation, reduce unnecessary contact with distraction. This is not deprivation, this is protection. Try this. Remove one distracting app from your phone. Clear one cluttered space in your room. Create one quiet corner for reflection or focus. You are not losing comfort, you are gaining clarity. A simplified environment sends a powerful message to your mind. Here, we move with intention. When your space becomes calmer, your thoughts follow. And suddenly, self-control does not feel like a battle. It feels like alignment, because the world around you is no longer constantly pulling you away from yourself. Habit 3. Train your attention like a muscle. Focus is not something you either have or don't have. It is something you train. In Buddhism, attention is cultivated through steady practice, not through force or perfection. Think of attention like a muscle. When unused, it weakens. When trained gently and consistently, it grows strong. Most people today have attention scattered in 1,000 directions. They blame themselves for lack of focus, but never train their mind to stay. You cannot expect the mind to be calm if it has never been taught how. A simple Buddhist practice for building focus is breath awareness. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and feel your breath, not controlling it, just noticing. When the mind wanders, and it will, do not criticize yourself. Simply return. This return is the training. Every time you return, you strengthen your ability to choose focus over distraction, not through force, but through patience. Start with just 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes of full presence is more powerful than hours of distracted effort. Over time, you will notice you stay longer with tasks. You resist distractions more naturally. You feel less mental fatigue, because your mind is learning how to rest in one place. Self-control is not about suppressing thoughts. It is about learning where to place them. And when you can place your attention with intention, you become the master of your energy. Habit 4. Understand your cravings instead of fighting them. Most people try to defeat cravings with willpower, but Buddhism teaches a wiser path. Understand the craving. Cravings are not your enemy, they are messages. Every craving asks, what am I really seeking? Comfort, escape, connection, relief. When you blindly fight cravings, they grow stronger. When you observe them with curiosity, they soften. The Buddha taught that desire arises from suffering. We seek pleasure not because we are weak, but because we are trying to soothe something inside us, So instead of saying, "I must stop this," try asking, "What am I trying to feel right now?" You may realize you're not craving the phone, you're craving distraction from stress. You're not craving food, you're craving comfort. You're not craving entertainment, you're craving relief from boredom or loneliness. When you see the true need behind the craving, you can meet it wisely. Maybe what you need is rest, or silence, or connection, or movement. Cravings lose power when they are understood. This does not mean you obey every impulse. It means you listen deeply enough to respond with wisdom instead of habit. Self-control grows not by suppression, but by compassion toward your own inner world. And when you treat your mind with understanding, it stops rebelling against you. Habit 5. Accept discomfort instead of escaping it. One of the deepest reasons people struggle with self-control is not a lack of discipline, but a fear of discomfort. We live in a world that teaches us to escape pain instantly. When boredom appears, we scroll. When sadness appears, we distract. When anxiety appears, we numb. But Buddhism teaches a quiet and powerful truth. Freedom does not come from avoiding discomfort. It comes from learning how to be with it. Discomfort is not your enemy. It is your teacher. Every time you resist an impulse, to check your phone, to eat when not hungry, to quit something difficult, you meet discomfort, and most people run. But self-control is built when you learn to stay, not to suffer needlessly, but to understand that discomfort is temporary. The Buddha taught that all sensations arise and pass away. Pain does not last forever. Urges rise, peak, and fall. If you observe an urge instead of obeying it, you will notice something remarkable. It fades, like a wave that crashes and dissolves back into the sea. The mind tells you, "I can't handle this feeling," but awareness reveals, you can. Try this simple practice. The next time an uncomfortable urge appears, do nothing for just 60 seconds. Breathe, feel the body, observe the sensation. Do not fight it, do not feed it, just witness. You are not denying yourself, you are teaching your mind that it does not need immediate relief to survive. This builds inner strength far deeper than forcing willpower, because willpower is fragile when built on fear, but acceptance is unshakable. When you learn to sit with discomfort, you stop being controlled by it. You become calm in the presence of urges, stable in the presence of temptation, and suddenly self-control feels less like struggle and more like quiet confidence. You realize, I do not have to obey every impulse I feel. That realization is the doorway to freedom. Habit 6. Create sacred routines instead of rigid rules. Many people fail at building self-control because they create harsh rules instead of supportive routines. Rules are built on punishment. Routines are built on care. Buddhism teaches the middle way. Not extreme discipline, not careless indulgence, but balanced living. A routine is not meant to imprison you. It is meant to protect your energy and guide your mind gently. Think of routines as sacred containers for your day. When you wake up and move without intention, your mind scatters. But when your day begins with a simple ritual, A quiet breath, a glass of water, a few moments of stillness. Your mind learns to arrive. Self-control grows not from dramatic change, but from gentle consistency. Instead of saying, "I will never waste time again," try, "Each morning I will spend 10 minutes in silence." Instead of, "I will eliminate all distractions," try, "Each evening I will unplug 1 hour before sleep." These are not punishments, they are gifts to your future self. The Buddha taught that the mind learns through repetition. What you repeat gently, you become naturally. Routines reduce the need for constant decision-making. They remove the exhausting question of, "Should I or shouldn't I?" And in doing so, they preserve your mental energy. Your self-control strengthens because fewer battles are needed. When routines are built with compassion, you stop rebelling against them, you stop feeling trapped, you begin to feel supported. If you fail one day, you do not collapse into guilt, you simply return the next. This is the Buddhist way: fall, return, forget, remember, wander, come home. Your routines should feel like coming home to yourself, not proving something, not performing, just remembering what matters, and slowly, quietly, your life becomes aligned with your intentions. Habit 7. Speak to yourself with kind authority. One of the most overlooked aspects of self-control is the way you speak to yourself. Most people try to discipline their behavior while constantly attacking their own mind. You're weak. You always fail. You have no control. But Buddhism teaches that the mind is not trained through cruelty. It is trained through wise compassion. True self-control does not come from hatred of weakness. It comes from respect for your own potential. There is a voice inside you that guides your actions every day. If that voice is harsh, your mind resists. If that voice is kind but firm, your mind listens. Think of a wise teacher. They do not scream at students. They guide, correct, encourage. You must become that teacher for yourself. Instead of saying, "I'm so undisciplined," say, "I am learning to be more focused." Instead of, "I ruined everything," say, "This moment does not define me." This is not lying to yourself. It is training your mind to grow instead of shrink. The Buddha taught that intention shapes karma, not perfection. Your intention to grow, even when you fail, plants powerful seeds. Self-control deepens when your inner dialogue supports your effort, not by excusing harmful habits, but by guiding yourself back without shame. Shame weakens discipline. Compassion strengthens it. A mind that feels safe is more willing to change. So speak to yourself with calm authority, not begging, not attacking, but guiding. I choose what nourishes me. I return to what matters. I walk this path patiently. And slowly, your mind begins to trust you. When your mind trusts you, self-control no longer feels forced. It feels natural. Habit 8. Let go of the identity that keeps you weak. One of the most hidden obstacles to self-control is not temptation. It is identity, not what you do, but who you believe you are. Many people unconsciously say to themselves, "I am someone who lacks discipline. I am easily distracted. I have always been this way. and the mind, hearing this again and again, begins to obey it. Buddhism teaches that the self is not fixed, it is not permanent, it is not a solid thing you are born with and trapped inside. The self is a process, a story you repeat, and what you repeat, you become. If you see yourself as weak, your behavior will reflect weakness. But if you begin to see yourself as someone who is learning to master their mind, your behavior begins to align with that vision. This is not pretending. It is choosing a direction. The Buddha taught that attachment to identity is one of the roots of suffering. Because when you cling to an old identity, you limit what you are allowed to become. Self-control becomes difficult when it feels like you are trying to act against who you are. But when self-control becomes part of who you are becoming, it no longer feels unnatural. So ask yourself gently, who am I when no one is watching? Not who I want to appear as, not who others expect me to be, but who I consistently choose to be. You do not need to become a different person overnight. You simply need to loosen your grip on the identity that keeps you small. Instead of, I am lazy, try, I am someone learning to direct my energy. Instead of, I have no focus, try, I am someone practicing presence. These are not affirmations meant to deceive the mind. They are invitations for the mind to grow into a new form. Buddhism does not ask you to become perfect. It asks you to become conscious. When you see that the self is flexible, you stop being trapped by your past. You are no longer defined by what you used to do, but by what you choose now. Every small act of discipline is not just a behavior change, it is an identity shift. When you sit instead of scrolling, you are not just avoiding distraction, you are becoming someone who chooses clarity. When you pause instead of reacting, you are not just controlling anger, you are becoming someone who lives with awareness. These moments may feel small, but they are shaping who you are. Over time, you no longer say, I'm trying to be disciplined. You begin to feel, I am disciplined, not rigid, not harsh, but grounded. And the more you embody this new identity, the less effort self-control requires. Because you are no longer fighting against yourself, you are becoming aligned with yourself. And alignment is the deepest form of self-mastery. Habit 9. Master your digital world before it masters you. If the Buddha were teaching today, he would not ignore the digital world. Because one of the greatest challenges to self-control and focus in 2026 is not lack of motivation. It is constant distraction. Your mind is no longer only pulled by inner desires. It is pulled relentlessly by external forces, notifications, algorithms, endless content, infinite scrolling. Your attention is being traded every second. And yet, few people stop to ask, who is controlling my attention, me or my screen? Buddhism teaches that wherever attention goes, energy flows. If your attention is constantly scattered, your energy is fragmented. And fragmented energy cannot build self-control. This does not mean technology is evil. It means it must be used consciously. A knife can prepare food or wound the hand. The difference is awareness. The first step in digital self-control is not deleting everything. It is seeing clearly how you are using it. Ask yourself, do I choose when I go online, or do I go online when I feel empty? Do I use technology as a tool or as an escape? Most people scroll not because they need information, but because they are avoiding silence. But silence is where focus is born. The Buddha taught that silence is not emptiness. It is space for clarity. So begin by creating sacred boundaries between you and your devices. Not rigid rules, gentle limits. For example, no phone in the first 30 minutes after waking. No screen 1 hour before sleeping. No scrolling during meals. These are not restrictions. They are invitations back to presence. When you reclaim these moments, you rediscover something rare in modern life. Undivided attention. You begin to notice the taste of your food, the texture of silence, the rhythm of your breath. And slowly, your mind stops craving constant stimulation because it remembers something deeper. Stillness is nourishing. Digital discipline also means being selective about what enters your mind. Just as you would not eat every food placed before you, you should not consume every piece of content placed in your path. The Buddha taught right consumption, taking in what supports clarity and compassion and letting go of what feeds agitation and desire. So ask, does this content make me more peaceful, more focused, more kind? Or does it leave me restless, distracted, and empty? Every piece of content you consume is shaping your mind, and the mind shaped by chaos cannot cultivate self-control. But the mind shaped by intention becomes powerful. This does not mean you must live disconnected from the world. It means you live connected to your awareness first. You are no longer a passive consumer of information. You become a conscious guardian of your attention. And when you protect your attention, you protect your future. Because focus is not just a skill, it is a form of freedom. The freedom to choose where your life energy flows. The freedom to live deliberately instead of reactively. And in a world that profits from your distraction, choosing focus becomes a revolutionary act of self-mastery. Habit 10. Anchor your life in a deeper purpose. All the habits you have heard so far, pausing, simplifying, focusing, accepting discomfort, changing identity, mastering your digital world, they are powerful. But without one final foundation, they remain techniques. And techniques without meaning eventually fade. The deepest source of self-control is not discipline, it is purpose. When you know why you are living the way you live, self-control stops feeling like restriction and begins to feel like devotion. Buddhism teaches that suffering arises not only from desire, but from living without awareness of what truly matters. When your life has no deeper direction, every impulse feels important. Every distraction feels urgent. Every craving feels irresistible. But when your life is anchored in meaning, many desires quietly lose their grip. Because you are no longer living moment to moment. You are living aligned with something greater. Purpose, in Buddhist wisdom, is not a grand mission you announce to the world. It is a quiet understanding of how you wish to move through this life. With what values, with what presence, with what heart? Ask yourself gently, what kind of person do I wish to become by the end of this life? Not what you want to own, not what you want to achieve, but who you want to be. More peaceful, more patient, more wise, more compassionate. When you carry this vision within you, self-control becomes an act of honoring that vision. You no longer say, "I shouldn't do this." You say, "This does not align with who I am becoming." This shift changes everything, because self-control is no longer about denying pleasure. It becomes about choosing depth over distraction. The Buddha taught that a life without reflection is like a boat without a rudder, drifting wherever the currents take it. Purpose gives your life direction, and direction gives your discipline meaning. Without purpose, you fight distractions endlessly. With purpose, many distractions lose their appeal, because they simply no longer fit into the life you are consciously creating. This does not mean your purpose must be spiritual in appearance. It can be simple and deeply human. To live with clarity, to raise your children with patience, to walk through the world gently, to leave every place better than you found it. Purpose does not need to impress. It needs to anchor. In moments of temptation, purpose whispers softly, "Is this what I truly want for my life?" And often, that whisper is enough. To strengthen this habit, create moments of stillness in your life, not to escape the world, but to remember what matters. Sit quietly sometimes, without music, without a phone, without distraction, and ask, what feels deeply meaningful to me? Not what society says should matter, not what social media celebrates, but what brings your heart into alignment. You may not receive clear answers immediately, but clarity grows in silence. Buddhism teaches that wisdom arises when the mind is quiet enough to listen. And once your purpose begins to form, protect it. Not aggressively, gently. Let it guide how you use your time, how you choose your habits, how you respond to challenges. Self-control then stops being about resisting life and becomes about honoring it. You no longer force yourself to focus. You focus because your life feels meaningful when you do. You no longer struggle to control impulses. You simply outgrow many of them, because you are no longer living just for comfort or distraction, but for depth and clarity. And this is where self-control transforms into self-mastery. Not rigid, not cold, but deeply alive. A person with purpose does not need to fight temptation all day. Their life itself becomes a filter that naturally removes what does not belong. This is the Buddhist path, not controlling the world, but understanding the mind, not escaping desire, but seeing beyond it. Remember this: you are not here merely to consume time. You are here to inhabit it consciously. You are not here to be controlled by habits. You are here to shape them with wisdom. And the deepest habit of all is living each day with awareness of why you are here. When you live from that place, self-control becomes effortless. Not because life becomes easier, but because your heart becomes clearer. And a clear heart is the most powerful guide you will ever have. As we come to the end of this reflection, remember, self-control is not about becoming hard on yourself. It is about becoming gentle enough to truly guide yourself. Every habit you build is not a demand for perfection, but a quiet invitation to live with more clarity, peace and intention. You are not here to rush. You are not here to compare. You are here to grow, slowly and consciously, into the strongest version of your inner self. If these words brought you calm, insight, or even a small moment of stillness, know that this is only the beginning. If you would like more teachings on mindfulness, self-mastery, and inner peace, consider subscribing to our channel, Mindfulness. Your presence here helps us share wisdom, healing, and quiet strength with others around the world. Until next time, breathe deeply, walk gently, and continue your path with awareness and grace.